Hey viewers, welcome back to Rich King Coaching YouTube channel, and today I have my wonderful guest, Meike.
Hi there.
Meike is a member of Frans Otten Stadium in our club and also is playing for the Eredivisie team this year. So it's great to have her here so I can do an interactive one-on-one session with you and help everybody else see some little adjustments and changes that we can hopefully make to your game. Today's focus is going to be purely on timing and arriving at the highest point of the bounce of the ball when you're in the front of the court, and how that can be effective at taking time away from your opponent, making it more easy and efficient for yourself, and to help you all back home consider, are you actually getting that right moment? How effective is that? Are you waiting? Is the ball dropping? There's many different moments you can hit the squash ball. Like, deception is a huge thing, but sometimes it's also just as effective and simple to get that quicker moment of the highest point of the bounce, and it just takes time away from your opponent, but it also simplifies your whole process as a player. Like, if you know that the drop shot or an attacking drive is the shot you have to play, and it's like there's a little bit of pressure in it, it's a little bit tense, you can really simplify your own process by getting the top of the bounce, keeping the swing and everything else really simple, and it's something you can rely on more than having to try and be like really creative and effective to cause issues to your opponent. So without me rambling on anymore, let's get into the session. Let's see how it goes, and then I'll give some live tips to you, and hopefully it might be things that the viewers also might pick up on and help their own game. So what we're going to do is Meike's going to be starting on her backhand. Okay, so you're going to start in the front of the court, or start on the tee and moving into the front of the court here. I'm going to be in the back left corner. Now I'm just going to go through a very simple feeding exercise for you, Meike, where you're just going to be moving into the front left corner, and you're just going to be playing straight drives.
Okay.
What you're trying to achieve is that your movement and your lunge into the shot and the preparation of your racket can combine with that moment of hitting the ball at the highest point of its bounce. Okay, so it's like a little zero gravity moment. All right, so let's have a look at how you do to start off with that. I'll feed some nice balls into the front of the court. So that's a perfect moment already there. Yeah, good. Good, I'm going to give some different heights and speeds. So that was a little bit late. You still hit a good shot, but the ball's dropping down. Okay, just too close to the ball. Shot. Good, here's a higher one, still find that right moment. Good. Just a little. Just slightly dropping off the peak there, okay? So just tiny little bit sooner. Now. Yeah, better. That's good timing. Very good. Nice. It's a good moment. So you're still getting the right time. Don't worry if the accuracy is not perfect to start with. The focus is on this moment of hitting. Just give yourself a little bit more space. Okay. So we'll just review this a second before we go back into it. So one thing, Meike, is firstly, you're getting the top of the bounce quite a lot. What did it feel like when you did catch the top of the bounce of the ball?
It felt more natural. I just immediately feel it when I'm not hitting it in the exact right moment. So it feels a lot better when I hit it at the top of the bounce. Yeah.
Good. And it should be like an easier sensation, like a bit less effort. Do you get that from it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I have to adjust my wrist less than when I hit it at the top of the bounce.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So you're having to improvise more when you don't get that right moment. And also that's now will help you be more successful at getting the accuracy when you're coming into this area of the court now, because what you have to think about, guys and girls, is that Meike was doing a pretty good job at finding the top of the bounce of the ball there with her straight drive hitting. But she also, there's a few factors which can limit your ability to get that, even if you think you're at the right time. So if you don't prepare and get your racket in the right moment, and you don't step in at the right moment, the ball can be in a different height or position. So one thing I want you to adjust now is before you were hitting the ball, you got your racket up, but then your racket went back and down before you hit it.
Yeah.
So it was at the top of the bounce, and then by the time you've moved the racket back again to then swing, it's dropped a bit.
Okay.
So once you get your racket up, just try and follow through immediately forwards, so there's no chance of that ball ever dropping from that highest point.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to have a look at this now, see how Meike does, which I'm sure you're going to do great. And we're also going to give her a little bit of a chance now to also use the straight drop shot. Okay? So at your own will, play the straight drop shot too. Okay? All right? So racket back straight away. That's better there. That was nice. Now your racket and lunge are just coming towards the ball at the same moment. There's no extra movement. That was much better.
Okay.
Much more instantaneous. Shot. Okay, a couple more. Oh! Sorry. Lovely back wall nick there, Meike. See if we get a couple more going in. A little bit late to that one. Better timing. Nice, that was on the top of bounce. Just do a couple more. Great timing. Good, now get that follow through straight away towards the ball. No extra preparation. Nice. That's better. Those last few, perfect timing. Much better.
Okay.
So you see, like, if your racket is up or back, you got to get it to the position where you want to start your swing from. Because as you lunge and step into the ball, you don't want to do anything else but swing forwards. Because any extra take back, any extra dropping of the racket head limits your chance to get that point. Okay?
Yeah.
But that end bit was way, way better. So
Yeah.
let's have a little look on the forehand side as well, okay? So move around to this side. Consider those things too. Here we go. Okay, this looks even more natural for you here, Meike. Very good. Just give yourself a tiny bit more room from the ball. So a little bit close, but the technique's great. The timing's very good. Yeah, very successful on this side. Very good. Where's that highest point? Tiny bit late. That's the first one you just missed. Yeah, good. Nice. Do you find it a bit more natural on this side?
Way more natural on the forehand,
Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect example for the viewers back at home, because on your forehand side, the structure of your racket and your starting position and
it's already up there.
yeah, it's just more simple. There's less variables going on.
Yeah.
So you're catching this earlier or precise moment earlier for some people.
Yeah.
So much easier, you know. And that's the one difference that I noticed between your backhand and your forehand side. There's a lot more movement and things going on with your racket, which is limiting your ability to hit that consistent highest point of the bounce so much. So just to finish, let's do some with a drive and a drop as well.
Okay.
So it's your choice when you play the straight drop shot.
Okay.
Here we go. So keep this going. Oh, there's that back wall nick again, Meike. You're good at that one. Nice. That's great distance from the ball as well there. Nice. Last couple. There we go. Still keep that racket up for the drop shot. Just do a drop shot here. Nice. Good. Well, thanks for those demonstrations. That's really useful as well to see the comparison between your backhand and forehand, and hopefully that can help you a lot as well to see how you can achieve more success at getting the highest points of the bounce in the backhand. Because every moment that ball's dropping on the backhand side, it's heavier moment of the ball, it's higher risk for you. You might make more mistakes. And you're also giving your opponent a bit of chance to reset. You can always play around with different moments of the bounce of the ball. But I think the deceptive things should be the extra special things. There's something very effective about getting onto the ball at that moment, that early. You're always rushing your opponent. So I think to simplify this for people back at home, number one, first of all, are you even considering getting to the highest point of the bounce of the ball? Is that a timing point which is in your mindset? Number two, make sure the components of movement and swing get in preparation on time so that you can catch that top of the bounce of the ball. So that's your racket coming up and that you're stepping and transferring your weight into the shot. And limit the variables and variation in what you're doing with your racket, your grip. Less movement in the racket and its position, the more stability, more structure, the easier it is to be so precise in that step and hit momentum. All right?
Yes.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank
Great
you,
stuff.
Rich. Yeah.
Cheers. And I hope that helps you all back home. Cheers. Tune in soon.